Hello everyone, author DL Tiller here, the Mistress of Horror, and welcome back to my channel. And I'm here for my usual live streams. It is Sunday, June the 1st. Wow, we're halfway through the year already. And I say this every year. I'm probably going to be saying Merry Christmas very soon. So I am working tonight on reading. I'm taking just a day break or a 2 day break from writing because I'm about to start a challenge up with the Goddesses of Writing, which is a group Aphrodite and I put together a while back. It's four of us goddesses in the group, and we're going to be doing a writing challenge that everyone's welcome to join us on. I'll be doing an announcement video tomorrow here on my channel, but we will be doing live streams on my usual schedule, live streams, and over on Aphrodite Lee's channel for a live stream on Thursday to go along with the Sunday and Tuesday live streams. So that being said, I'll be doing some reading tonight because I tend to do ARC reading, and I also have my own reading challenges that I do throughout the year. Not to mention, I have a read along that involved in co-hosting with Regina St. Clair with the Haunted Library. The reading and rumps thing that I actually joined, and I released a video. Was it last week? I believe. This one right here. I released a video announcing that I was going to be doing reading and rumps, and the author is Richard Lehman. I just started his book, Bite. I actually am enjoying it because he gets some talk or controversy around him, whether you like a old style, I'm not sure how they would call it, type of horror with the blondes and the butt and the boobs and all type of things. Horror, old classic horror, 80s, 90s type stuff. That's what I was told. But I mean, I'm enjoying it. Bite is about vampire based, is what I've gotten. I'm only about a quarter way through the book right now. So we'll see if that changes up or not. But I think it's pretty good. It's not bad. So I'm enjoying that. And then the book I'm working on reading tonight is a book for it's actually a YA. It's a werewolf, well, a more of a shifter in my opinion. Story with romance in it. So I'm trying to finish that up because I have a review for that. And then I'm reading Dale L. Roberts' book that's about to come out because I'm ARC reading for that one. And I'll have to finish that tomorrow. I like to be ahead on that because I do reviews of because I'm an ARC reader for his books. And that comes out on the 6th. So I will be reading that tomorrow. I usually will read his books in one setting. So, but tonight I'm going to try to finish the one book I'm reading now. I probably have like 150 pages left, which I think I probably could do in 2 hours. That's not really that big a deal. So I'm probably going to that's what I'll be doing my sprints. So if you are popping in here to work tonight, you can write along with me, read along with me, edit along with me, whatever it is you're working on. And I see one comment. Hey there, Sarah. I'm here, but I don't know how long I will be here. It doesn't matter. You're cool to pop in. And if you pop in, anyone, just make sure you hit the like button for me so that way this live stream gets pushed out to the algorithm so more people can find it. And let me know what you're working on, if you're working on, or you're just hanging out tonight. That's cool too. I tend to only chat for about 4 minutes max, or if it goes over, someone had a question for me, that's fine. But then I do 30-minute sprints. So that's what we're about to start right now. Says I wandered off so easily because I'm ditzy. You're funny. All right, so let's go ahead and get the first 30-minute sprint started. I am going to get that up here and move this, pop this in here, and I'll see you all in 30 minutes. Happy productivity. And that is time. Let me know how you did if you're working on anything. If not, then that's cool too. I managed to read about 37 pages. That's not too bad for 30 minutes, roughly. So I didn't start right away. So I'll take it. I should be done most of it by the time I finish this stream for 2 hours. So it should be good. So I need to really kind of finish it tonight so I can focus on Dale's book tomorrow to finish that for the ARC reading review. So I will be doing that. And I don't know if I even said what book I was reading. I did say it was a YA and there was a werewolf romance, I think it is. It's called Quest for Happiness. It's a cozy romance. Cozy for a werewolf transformation book. But it's one I have to leave a review for, so I have to finish it tonight. And so that way I can focus on Dale's book tomorrow after work, because his book is about 150 pages, something like that. But again, I'm a fast reader, so it's not a big deal for me to read that in like a couple hours if I'm taking my time. I can speed read too, so whenever I need to finish a book in time, I can speed read, right? Speed through it, remember everything. So yeah, that's always a good skill to have. Alrighty, let me check the comment section. Had Sarah here from the start, and SD popped in. Thank you. Sarah said, "I'm doing nothing as useful. Nothing useful, huh? Well, that depends. Even sitting and relaxing is useful to you." SD said, "Working on my Faded Adventures story mail. Nice. I like that. Fun. Third month packet goes out tomorrow. Very nice. Got everything printed, but now I'm putting all things into the envelopes. Yeah, the packing is always fun. That's work because you want to try to keep everything in order and make sure everything's in there and all that. I thought about doing a like a horror or whatever, dark fantasy or romance like monthly series with that like that, like you get mail to people and stuff, kind of like my own book box, but just with like a series, kind of like a magazine series, but just with like a story that people could follow, and they get a couple chapters or whatever as like a subscription type set situation. I thought about that in the past, but I didn't finish it. I used to do it on my website, but I haven't done it in years. Let's see that. Then I'll need. Let me get that over there. Then I'll need to go back to the website and update some of the coding for the interactive portions of the month packets. Yes. Work, work, work. Work, work, work. I like that though. Have you heard of Scare Man? Yeah, I have heard of it actually. Last year I was telling Devin how I wanted to create like a story RPG on my website, but wasn't sure how that would work. Yeah, I mean, I think you could probably maybe brainstorm with ChatGPT. Just give it what ideas you think that would entail, or ask it how would you build a RP, like a story RPG on your website. And I'm sure it could give you some kind of idea of how it would work. Then I met Dave Verson who did Sacred Mail, yeah. Once I heard about his idea, I knew the missing pieces of my idea. Yeah, makes sense. Cool, cool. Yeah, I think it's a cool idea, and I think it's cool when you have those type of offerings for people, because people relate that stuff, and it's kind of like stuff that we used to do, but the people don't do a lot now. So, but I like the idea of book boxes. I know some people say they get tired of them because some of the stuff that comes with book boxes, because they like get a lot of stuff and they aren't with all the swag anymore. So I think maybe a simpler style of monthly book subscriptions would be cool still, but like don't really go too crazy with too much swag. Maybe an initial type of thing, because then if you keep doing it and it like could get annoying for people, so maybe simple things like every season you could do a theme one where it's some more stuff in it, but regularly you just get like a bookmark and maybe something like that. something that's not going to clutter people too much, because I heard people get really annoyed with that whole thing. She said I taught myself coding in 2013. Yeah, I'm my daughter. I'm getting her to take coding now, so she can have that skill. I had hired a company to do one page of author site a couple of years ago in Bridgeport. I sit now. Yeah, once you do it, know how to do it yourself. So they get a story in the mail along with other collectibles that often contain a password or a clue to access the interactive part online. Smart, I like that. And online, they can explore the academy and talk to different people and find places to solve their puzzles. Cool, cool, like it. Get access to more clues for overall mystery. Yeah, it's like those without the website interactive. I played those mystery clue games with some of my friends. Well, you get the package and then you get online and you solve it, but you just like reading the stuff that come with it in the box. Uh, and they do have we have to go. You can go online for some of the stuff, but it's usually just like passcode and stuff like that that's in the evidence box and stuff. Those are fun. Those are fun. Also have a Discord where I can play lots of characters through a bot. I like that. That's cool. It's fun. Hey Jocelyn, thanks for popping in. Only half the participants have gone into the Discord though, so I'm not sure if I'll keep that. Yeah, yeah. Some people with Discord they just be like, oh, I'm just frequenting Discord a little more than I used to in the past. I started a Discord for Caliostro's World, but I don't have anybody really joining yet because I didn't really advertise it because I kind of wanted to wait until book 2 was about to come out before I advertise it as like a new thing. And then people who are fans of it, maybe they'll want to join it. I think just Aphrodite and myself are in there at the moment. And I think I have Dale's group I'm in on Discord. It's a guy I follow on Discord who's from TikTok. So I'm in his group. Of course, Midjourney is where I originally even started bothering with Discord because that's where Midjourney started. And I had got a subscription while I was still on there. That's how you had your own private messenger for your creations. But now they've shifted it to their website. You still do it there, but they shifted it to their website where you can create faster on the website. So that's what I do my AI creations there. And I don't know if I use it for anything else. When I was gaming with some people on an online game, we had a Discord that we talked in there, but we all kind of fell out of playing it, so don't really do that anymore. So I have a few Discords, but Discord is like, I only do it on my desktop. It's not on my phone. So if I don't get messages, it's because I'm not in my office. So usually I have to come particularly check my Discord to make sure because I don't do it on my phone. And sorry, I said I am starting to really get into Discord. I used it to be my name. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's why I'm getting used to it now. I haven't been part of too many Discords. Got a personal Discord just for me to store notes and images for my world. That's smart. One is Faded for the Faded Adventures. Cool. And one for the AWC. I'm in that one. And then like 4 times as many of those that I'm part of from Pharaoh group to YouTube community groups. Yeah, it's so many. Everybody has a Discord now. So I've noticed. So Discord for everything. It's crazy work. So all right. But I did want to mention, where is it? I didn't bring it up yet. Oh, let me add it before I jump back into the next sprint. I wanted to mention the event that's coming up this month. Share screen. Boop. The AWC. I will be directing a panel for horror indie authors at the AWC this year. You don't want to miss out. It's a great free online writing conference. If you have not been to it, you definitely need to. But I think everyone here knows, of course, Shannon is in charge of this awesome conference. It happens Friday. It starts Friday, June 27th. It runs until Sunday, June 29th. My panel is going to be on the 28th. They have obviously the schedule and stuff up here for 2025. So you have the download packet. I'm coming soon. If you want to volunteer, I believe still looking for volunteers. And then the first page critique submissions. If you want to submit first page for that, that's always good. I did that 1 year. Really good feedback for us writers. And this is the schedule here. Just going to scroll down a little bit. But you should go to the website. I will share the link in the chat in a minute. I just wanted to show you here some of these workshops. A lot here, a lot packed in here. So there's plenty to do, plenty to take in. And the amazing thing, you can go back and look at the workshops and look at the seminars if you like aren't busy or whatever. So you don't have to miss anything, clearly. Awesome. Dale will be there again this year, of course. So a lot of cool stuff going to be going on. So you definitely want to check it out. So be sure to do that. These are the different pages. Here are the speakers. Keynote speaker, Michael LeBron. So you want to check him out. And of course, our special guest speakers. So yeah, a lot going on. And of course, all these amazing people. So yes, you definitely want to check it out. It's a great event, and it happens every year. So you definitely don't want to miss out on that. Okay, cool. First page critique, yet. Yeah, right. That's done. Yeah, I think it had to be pretty close to that deadline date for that. But yeah, either way, it's all here. So make sure you go check it out. Let me grab the link for you real quick, fast. I was just on there, so I was gonna grab the link for you and share it right here in the comment section for anybody who wants to grab it and go check it out. So, but yeah, so let's go ahead and get the next sprint up. Make sure you grab that link there. See, so I think I work out my psychological demons through my writing. Yeah, that actually is, yeah, definitely 100. Writing is definitely soothing and to the mind for me, for sure. Let's see which time I'm use this time. I did just use the Blood Lake. Let's do this romance one. Again, another popular one people really like because they got the most views of the ones that I put up that day. Crazy as that is. Did I miss the previous one? Oh, yes. Healing through writing, basically. Oh, yes. But I knew exactly what you meant. You know, being a writer, we read through these things. All right. Where is... Oh, I got to add the back because I took it out. Share. Yeah, I saw the title. Now that you mentioned it, duh. But yeah, that should be a good presentation. But the good thing about AWC is if like you miss something, you can like go back and watch it. Like because there's so much stuff to cover, you know what I mean? So yeah, definitely going to checking that one out for sure. Alrighty, let's go ahead and jump on our next 30-minute sprint, and I'll see you in 30. Happy writing, reading, productivity, or editing. And that's time. Oh, let's see. I don't have too much more to do. Probably another. I had more pages than I originally thought when I started too. But I think I have another 80 pages to read, which I could probably finish most of that in the next final sprint. Yep, yep, yep. SD said, still putting these packets together. Yeah, it takes some time. Some time for that. I did release my usual Sunday video. It is the beginning of the month, so that means it's PAX Poetry Prompt Sunday. And the prompt for today was petals on the pyre, from the top of my head. And I wrote a poem, The Fire Where She Waits. So go check that out. It's on my channel. The video is only like about a couple of minutes, 3 minutes maybe, if that. So you get the prompt, and if you want to write something off the prompt, you can, or you can just also just listen to the poem that I wrote for it, like I do each month. So that's always a fun one. Um, and I have the writing challenge that I'm going to be doing for this month. I haven't made a thumbnail for it yet, but it is with Aphrodite Lee, Dahlia D. Winters, and pardon me, and Tamara Woods. It's actually Aphrodite and I had started the Goddesses of Writing way back when we had live streams, but some of us had become busy over the years, so we hadn't done them in a while. Tamara's getting back into writing, so we decided to. Well, Aphrodite came up with the idea to do the challenge. I was writing anyway, so it kind of works out. But the general idea for it, let me grab the screen for that so I can read off. It's going to be the Goddesses of Writing presents a sacred path, and it's the idea to write 90,000 words in 18 weeks, so 5,000 words a week. It's pretty laid back and more of an easier, I think, possible to do type of writing challenge, but it does give you a full size novel and then some. But yeah, so to be the four of us hosting it, you are welcome to join along if you are writing or if you want to try this out. But we're starting June 8th, which is Sunday coming, I believe. Yes. Yes, it is the next Sunday. And it's going to be on my channel on Sunday and Tuesday, like I do my streams now. And then the third stream for the week is going to be on Aphrodite's channel on Thursdays. And unless something comes up she can't stream, and then of course I would take over if that's the case, but she should be good, I believe, to start. So we all have goddess names because we've been doing this for a while. Like, I'm the goddess of darkness, Aphrodite is the goddess of mischief, Tamara is the goddess of wisdom, and Dahlia is the goddess of owls. So let's see what happens. If you're going to join us, you can use the hashtag a sacred path. But I will be doing an official announcement video tomorrow on my channel. Probably in the evening, you should see that stream. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that to get some stuff done. I'm still in the middle of writing Caliostro, so of course that's probably what I'll be working on. And then as I finish up Caliostro, because I'm sure Caliostro, the rest of it is definitely not 90,000 words, but I could start on book 3 because it's outlined already. You know what I mean? So I'll probably just do that. But there's so many things that I have that's outlined and ready for me to write, so I really never know which way I'm gonna go, especially if I finish Caliostro book 2 like sooner than I plan to. That would be really cool, and to start on book 3 would be even better. I like that idea. So I'm looking forward to starting this up because it makes me be more accountable and gets the fire under me to going, get more words in than I would. Though 5,000 words a week is very doable, even with my busy schedule, I tend to do more than that in most cases when I'm writing. Because of my sprints alone, when I'm writing, usually I can push about 800 to 1,300 words in a 30-minute sprint, or more. It really depends on if I'm really into it. So if I do that, then I would get my 5,000 in no time. I usually do that more than a week when I'm writing, but if I get busy, I usually don't. So this will make me stay accountable to at least that goal. So I'm looking towards forward to doing that. So look for on Tuesday. I'll have like the thumbnail and the Instagram post will be up for this challenge. But I have so many things I'm doing in June. Clearly, the reading and romps challenge. I have this, of course, and the AWC coming up, which I think that I shared the um I did share last time um the thumbnail for that. Where is it? I have it somewhere now. I cannot remember things. I might have it on my desktop, possibly. I don't know. Let's see. Well, so I shared this the last few sprints, but the Anatomy of Fear horror panel with indie authors. I was editing some of it down today, but I did want to still leave like 5 to 10 minutes for questions. Though I'm not sure how many questions panels tend to have. They're like this, but I still wanted to leave that time because that's what we need to leave for our live streams for these things. Um, but of course, during the panel, I will be encouraging everyone to put their questions in the comment section that I'll be um, waiting there for to answer, as I'll be answering questions live. So if you end up having any, of course, and anyone who's attending for this particular panel will be getting my mini guide to outlining a short story and short horror, or otherwise you can use the same formula for just regular stories if they're not horror too. And a copy, a free ebook download of La Draga, which is one of my short horror stories. And I believe Regina is going to be offering something for download, because I did ask them all if they wanted to have something to offer for that for people coming to the attendance. And I did add to the giveaway, so you should definitely um, come to the AWC. They also have a lot of giveaways and stuff, so you want to attend so you can possibly win something. I know I'm giving away for someone to win copies of Caliostro and like one of my packs of multiple books, digital, and then one is for physical. So you definitely want to be there to you can win some cool stuff. Like, who don't like winning stuff? You know what I mean? But yeah, so okay, I'm going to start up the last sprint so that way we can come back in, like, have a few minutes right before we have to bow out. Yeah, it is going to be a lot of fun. I want to try to get that work done because I always get excited when I finish a book, because then, it's finally, right? Finally, it's like done, So I get excited every time and I can get on to the next thing. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. All right, so let me go ahead and get the next sprint screen up here. I usually finish with a Caliostro screen, but let me see. Do, 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 do. Caliostro. Let's see. Yeah, let's just do this one. All right. Share screen. And there we go. All right. We'll be starting in 3, 2, 1. Happy writing. And that's time. Now let me know how you did in the chat if you're still writing with me. That is cool. You're almost done, so that's good. See, my mom popped in while I was away. Hey, lady, if you're still here. Aphrodite popped in. I know she had to go because she said she was tired. She's putting together, her keyboard's broke, but she's putting together the goddesses for writing thing that we had that I mentioned earlier for June 8th. I'm going to be doing my announcement video again tomorrow about it. Just going to read through the stuff that she gave me for that and announce that I'm doing it and that you can too. So you should see that tomorrow evening sometime. I do have to work tomorrow, so you'll see it in the evening. She was just saying hello to everyone. So yeah, I think I have about 15 pages left of the book. So I will be finishing that up after I take a break. Once I end the stream. And yeah, so that I can start Dale's book tomorrow. I'll read it tomorrow evening and then put that review together, the written review, and then I'll have to record a video review for YouTube to release on release day. So, but I probably won't record that until Tuesday evening. But I'll have the book read on Monday and have the written review ready to go for his release. As an ARC reader, I like to make sure that's there on the day of. So definitely doing that. And then, of course, Tuesday night, I will be here streaming again, of course, on my usual schedule. And that's so I'll be reading Dale's book, probably doing the stream. I'll probably have already started it once I get home, but I'll be finishing it up doing the stream. And then come Sunday, the 8th, I'll be doing the Goddesses A Sacred Path writing challenge. If anyone is interested in joining us, please look for the announcement video tomorrow on my channel, tomorrow evening. I always try to put in my community posts when I upload videos, just in case people forget, don't see the original announcement for it. But yeah, look for that if you're interested in joining us. We're writing 90,000 words in 18 weeks. So that's 5,000 words a month. So if you are lagging behind or you want to get something done, it would be cool to join us in writing. And when you do, or if you join us, you can always put hashtag a sacred path so that we know that you joined us when you're on YouTube. Anyway, Jocelyn said still writing. Good. Get that work done. And Sarah said I'm working on YouTube videos for my gaming channel now. Cool. Yeah, I haven't been getting enough of my gaming in, which I really need to because it helps calm my mind. But I will be soon getting back. So I constantly get video games because that's one of my favorite pastimes. So I have a few things that I want to catch up on and play for sure. I have a game channel, but I never really got too much into it. I'm spread so thin as it is, I probably could never start back up with the game channels. I had a Twitch for a while, but it was hard to catch the wave being an older woman and playing the console gaming that I do. I wasn't really catching any audience too much over there. And I did do it for about 6 months, I think, straight, but I wasn't really catching on too much because I'm an older gamer. So, and my styling is older based on what I play. So, anyway, there's that. And as he said, I probably won't be writing much over the next month. Oh, well, because you look how much you're writing. I'm actually anticipating 2 months of little writing, but hoping it doesn't go that long. Yeah, I mean, you've been writing your butt off of this, your whole marathon thing. I'm not a console person, so I don't know much about that, right? I mean, people who are usually PC gamers or PC gamers and console gamers are console gamers, but I've always been a console gamer. I have like all the old consoles and I have all the new stuff. I won't be getting the Switch too because I'm not a digital style gamer and they're kind of running that control bull crap over there. And I like to own my physical media. So I'll probably be stopping at, I guess maybe PlayStation 6 will be okay to get. but I'm very much a physical gamer. So, and I did always play PC games here and there, but it was more stuff like Diablo 2 when it was mostly on on PC. Journeyman back in the day was on PC. I was very sparsely playing PC games because I'm never much of a keyboard and mouse player, though you could always hook up a controller to it. But I was always a console gamer through and through. So I got a bunch of old stuff too. Still Super Nintendo, regular Nintendo, Atari. Um, I think I'll have to re-get my Dreamcast, but I've owned Dreamcast back in the days. I'm a big Sega fan. Neo Geo, very cool classic there. Um, I had the Sega Saturn, Genesis. I was a Sega fan before I got more into Nintendo back when I was a kid. And I've been gaming since I was like 4. So no plans to stop. I'll probably just die a gamer, I'm sure, as well. You know, ST. Since I stopped console at PlayStation 2, I have a PS2 and a Wii. Yeah, I'll never stop console gaming. That's my favorite pastime because I also play a lot of imports. I play a lot of Japanese games. Though that's really what gaming really is. Like that's where a lot of everything comes from that setting. So yeah, I'm in big into fantasy and horror, of course. Though you can get a lot of horror games on PC as well. But some of the games, definitely most of the games I want to play, come out on PC like forever after the fact. So yeah, I'm big into that. Yeah, Kalamar. Yep. Yeah, gaming is a ton of fun. It's definitely a stress reliever for me, which I also have on my computer now too. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, because eventually stuff come out on there, but again, like keyboard mouse was never like my thing. But again, I was a big obsessed Diablo and Diablo 2 fan. Really, Diablo 2s. I love looting and stuff, but they don't really make those too often now. But yeah. They said gaming wasn't fun for me. Yeah, it's not for everybody. It's definitely not for everybody. But yeah. Yeah, but see, that's the thing too. It's there's usually some kind of game for everybody, and sometimes you just have to find what works for you, or it might not just not be for you. Period. They said a lot of females back in the day because there's always women who play different stuff, but a lot of RPGs would sell better to females and stuff like Animal Crossing and slice of life type of video game, especially if you're not a gamer who likes difficulty. If you want a gamer who wants to do relaxation style things like the farm based games where you can raise farm animals and plants and vegetables and have a family, like the Sims games and stuff like that. Women were more leaned inclined to play those styles of games. I played those games, but I always like character action games and horror and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, that could be true. The depth perception issue, yeah, that could be an issue. But those games like Animal Crossing stuff were so boring. Yeah, Animal Crossing I was obsessed with when I was a teenager because I really did love Animal Crossing because I like the idea of like getting a house. I like to get in everything because I'm a looter. So when it had options of having a bunch of stuff you could find, but I was really into that. But yeah, I think you have to find your balance if you like playing games because there's adventure games that aren't too difficult. I like things like those type of different genres, um, like the new ones that came around, not new now. Journey because it's really like an emotional based game. So I don't know, SD. There might be some stuff you like now that you could get into that are more story driven that don't take a lot of hard skills to play. Um, but yeah, definitely games like Journey. There's one called. Why am I forgetting it right now? I have so many games, it's ridiculous. But it's one with about a boy and he goes on a journey and it's pretty. It's not hard. That's the thing too. You know what I mean? But there's all kinds of video games. I think there's a type of game for everybody. But it's just an interesting hobby. You know, it's not for everybody, but definitely something I have to do. It's like a thing I love to do. Yeah, I like hoarding things. I like games, not video games. Right. But yeah, so as y'all know, I'm a big gamer. I have like over like 900 physical games, um, and that's mostly all like I would say modern stuff. I have a little collection from a Super Nintendo, regular Nintendo, Atari, um, some Saturn games still, PlayStation 1, of course, like, for us going like older stuff. But I used to have a lot more old stuff, but I hadn't got rid of when I was a kid. So, but I would like to get some of that old stuff back. But you can play a lot of the classics now on collection sets. So that's not even an issue. You don't have to even go back that far. Neo Geo was like the rich kids console back in the day because the console was like $1,000 and the games were like, I don't know, $300 a piece and stuff. So only rich kids had them, as we saw rich kids. So yeah, but now you could get like the re-releases, the collections on your current consoles, which of course I would. And I used to be a big Double Dragon fan player. But yeah, I love video games because as a writer too, the stories are interactive, so I get to actually play out the characters that I will otherwise just read in books. Um, so I kind of like that differences. And I was talking to Regina and Dahlia when we did the Anatomy of Fear, and how when you play horror video games, how you get to feel the atmosphere of the horror and not just read it and imagine it. So it's like another aspect of that, though it gets you really scared, which I love. But um, as far as RPGs and things like that, I really like the story aspect. It's so important to me in video games. And some gamers it's not. They prefer just like gameplay. But I'm really more, the story's not good, I don't even want to play it. So, and I do love character action games, but I guess that makes sense because my stories are usually character driven. So I would be leaning more into that. So there's quite a few games coming out that I'm looking forward to, and I like cool stuff. I like really cool male leads who can fight, and I like female leads who are really cool and stuff too. So it I don't know. Video games are just a whole nother beast for me. I could talk about them forever. But yeah, I thought about starting a game channel where I just talked about video games and reviewed them, which I could still, even if it doesn't take off. I could just do it for my own, make sure I get my time in because it take my mind off of other world based things that I have to deal with, which is what books do and which my K dramas and Chinese dramas do too. So you always got to have something like that. Anyway, everyone, thanks for being here tonight. I really appreciate all of you giving me your time and writing with me, working on your stuff with me so I can get my stuff done too. All right, I will see you all again soon. Let me drop this banner off of here. And as you know, I have to always say, stay scared.